Nancy here, and we're going to learn about long-tail cast-on. Long-tail cast-on is probably the most common cast-on used by knitters. It's very functional. It works well with a lot of the different pieces you're going to make. It's very easy to do. The trickiest part is estimating your tail length. You can easily go out to my website and click on downloads, and it will give you a long tail yarn estimator where I've done the math to figure out how much you need depending on the weight of yarn you're using. But for now, we're just going to take a nice long piece, we're going to play it safe, and we're going to do the long tail cast on. Alright, we're going to pretend we measured this all out. You only need one needle for this part. I do not use slip knots. I just don't like how they look. You can if you like, that's fine. It's totally up to you. I do a twist method instead. But the important part is that you want the tail hanging over your thumb. The working yarn, which is connected to the ball, is going to be going over your finger. You're holding it all in your left hand. Close both ends together in the palm of your hand, but not so tightly that the yarn will not move up and down. You don't want it so tight that you can't work with it. Take your needle, take the point towards you, and twist. That's your first stitch. That easy. Pull it back like a slingshot. If you look at from this vantage point, it almost looks like a heart. You want to take your needle and go up the thumb, reach over, go down the finger, through the loop, bring it up, take your thumb out of that loop, and carefully put it on the inside of that bar of yarn right here, the piece that was originally over your thumb. Ever so gently tighten it up, not too tight. You're in position for your next stitch. Up the thumb, down the finger, through the loop. Take your thumb out of the loop, bring it on the inside string of yarn, wiggle, just so it's touching the needle. What I like to tell my younger girls to remember, it's like climb the diving board, grab the life preserver, dive in the pool, come up for air, and then you start all over again. But the key to this, not too tight. Every time you do this maneuver, you are adding a new stitch. If you think you're getting a little tight, it's not a bad idea just to pull them apart. Just to kind of give it a little more. Because there's nothing more difficult than trying to knit on a cast-on that's way, way too tight. If you let go of this whole thing and you need to start again, it's important that you grab both ends of yarn, the tail and the working yarn, from behind. And then it's like curtains. You spread them apart. And again, up, down, through the loop, come up, and then wiggle it till it just touches the needle. Up, down, through the loop, and that's the long tail cast on.